Derrick, what do you feel like has been the key to you contributing to the team defensively in this series specifically?
Just picking up the ball, being aggressive, not trying to let the game come to me defensively, making my mark on the game. Whenever I can, just being as disruptive as I can, trying to make them speed up and force turnovers.
Have you and Chris kind of had a dialogue about what each other are doing? Like, are y'all giving each other feedback and trying to support each other that way?
I mean, it's something we've been doing all year long. I mean, even when I was starting and he was coming off the bench, or I'm coming off the bench, he's starting. It's the same way. We make sure that we come in the game and there's no laps in between the forwards. So we both try to pick up full court, do whatever we can, hound the ball, and get some extra plays for our team.
Nikola mentioned that the defense that you guys are throwing at it was a lot of read and react, and you guys are mixing it up so often. How is that dynamic in the middle of a game? Like, how does that kind of work, where you try to bait him into certain things, but he's also reacting based off like where guys might be? Yeah. Like, how is that dynamic defensively?
For us, we know what we're doing defensively. We just trying to make him pick up the ball early and force him to pass the ball, and obviously throwing bodies at him and keeping bodies in front of him, making sure that he don't have a straight line drive to the rim. Mostly just trying to keep people in front of him and contest all the shots.
How do you think picking those guys up full court affects their offense and helps the defense out?
They get into their offense later in the clock. It's less time that we have to guard, but that's not really the thing. But it's more so just they're getting sped up on the half court trying to get the ball up the floor, and obviously the pressure me and KD put on the ball, pumping and putting all the contact on the guards, trying to bring the ball up the floor, kind of tires them down a little bit. So, I mean, just slow down their offense and get them a little bit tired.
Has anything through these first two games surprised you, whether it's on their end or anything that they're doing?
Nah, it's playoff basketball.
Does this feel like a first round series? Because Norm said it's two top teams, and he said it feels like a later in the playoff type series. Is that how you feel?
I mean, for me, playoff basketball is playoff basketball. It's going to be how it is. You gotta go out there and be as physical as you can. I mean, no matter if it's first round, second round, championship, you got to go out there and give it everything you have. And if you don't, you're going home.
Of course, nothing is, fully figured out until the very end. But going into Game 3, what do you feel like you have figured out about this series, whether it's on your side or theirs?
For us, we just gotta go out there and play as hard as we can. On the defensive end, that's where we hang our hat. We gotta make sure that we cause a lot of turnovers and be disruptive on the defensive end. And just get some easier plays for us on a fast break, because we have a whole lot of athletes on this team, and we all love to run.
Chris obviously has a tough matchup in Jamal. What's it like to watch him and what he's been able to do defensively this series?
He's been doing amazing. On ball, just picking up the ball, hounding him, getting his steals whenever he can, flying around, just being that disruptive that he is. I mean, he is who he is. We know that he was like this from day one, so that's what we've been waiting for.
How does the series change for you as a player when the venue changes? Going from playing these road games to now coming home.
It don't change for me. I mean, game is a game. I go in there with the same mindset every night. I give it 110% every night. Whatever I have in my body, I leave it out on the floor. I don't change my mindset game to game. I go out there and have the same mindset every morning.
When you approach this series, like in the first two games, I think Norman and Bogey have shot like 4 of 14 from 3. So but the looks have been there. Like, does that give you confidence that you got a couple more of those shots to go? Like, this series will go a lot more your way. Like, you guys could easily be up 2-0 as well.
I mean, I wouldn't say it like that. It's basketball. You can't harp on the misses and makes. It is what it is. I mean, you gotta take the shots that you give, but trying to dwell on if you could have made the shots or if you could have done this or that. We don't live like that. We didn't make the shots, so we lost game 1. And we making sure that we do everything that we can do to make sure we win these games.